Welcome back to episode 2 of the Crowd Pleaser podcast. Those of us who are still getting to know us, we are your host. I am Trudy, and this is Jebby.
So episode 1 was exciting, huh?
It was. I'm excited we made it to episode 2. Now I'll be even more excited if we can get past episode 2.
Yes. So we have a lot of exciting things to talk about this week with Halloween coming up and then the holidays to, follow and whatnot.
Exactly. And then I know we said before in the previous episode, but there's no we don't really have a specific format for this podcast. We just kind of want it to feel like more of a hang, but we do have our weekly segments that we're going to be breaking down. Health and fitness with you, fashion and beauty with me, and then some entertainment and always a recipe at the end. So, Jebby, what's new and exciting since our last episode?
Well, I've done a little bit of shopping.
What kind of shopping? Clothes shopping?
Well, that's a whole other thing. So I told my husband I wanted to do clothes. I had a baby 14 months ago and I didn't get any maternity clothes really. Haven't gotten any really clothes since I've tried to get off this baby weight and whatnot. So I'm really wanting new clothes. And I hate the style right now. I can't do the crop top. I can't do the wide shirts that are this big. I just can't, I can't do the high-waisted jeans with the crop top. I don't know. I'm having the hardest time finding things, not to mention everything that is out is fall and I live in Florida and it is 88 degrees today with humidity of 100.
So I've actually always wondered, because you're in Florida, your seasons aren't like they are in Connecticut. Obviously, it will get a little cooler, but I always wondered, if you went into to the mall or to the stores, is fall fashion different in down south? But it's sounding like
no, because they have all the hoodies and the sweaters out, and I want them. And Julio, my husband is always you're never going to wear those. You can wear them for maybe in December, it'll get a little chilly. Okay. And then that's about it, really. So I have sweaters and obviously I go home to Connecticut, and I wear long sleeves and hoodies inside, but if I want to leave.
Yeah.
So that's my problem right now.
You would think that they would come up with fall fashion for the southern states, same idea, but short version, shorts, in the fall colors.
Fabric,
yeah.
So tomorrow, actually, I'm getting the family's Christmas picture taken.
You are.
And I feel terrible because it's going to be so hot. And I have the kids in these dark red and black flannels.
Oh, God.
Me and my husband are going to wear black. And I'm we're just going to be dying. And here we're outside. So there's palm trees. So I'm I don't know.
You wanted the
Christmas feel, and I want it outside because we have a beautiful yard.
Well, they'll just have to suck it up for however long it takes to do family photos. And
exactly. Well, funny story. I booked a 30-minute session because I'm cheap. I don't want to spend $1 million for somebody to come with their camera to snap a couple photos, and then I'm going to go on Shutterfly and send them out to people. People look at them. Oh, so pretty. They're so cute. The kids are getting so big. Throw it in the trash.
Yep.
Can't do it. I I just
hear
can't
you.
do it.
Well, hey,
So
I give you a lot of credit. We've never ever done a Christmas family card. I always want to, but like you said, you can spend all this money on a photographer, then just to print the pictures,
Mhm.
then to mail them. And like you said, like maybe your mom will keep it and you'll keep, you hope. And
Right.
other people are just, they hang it up maybe for the holiday and then it goes in the garbage.
Yep. So I booked a 30-minute session, but I'm also in that 30 minutes, we're going to do an outfit change. And I'm going
Okay.
to do
Outfit
a white shirt and like jeans, like a picture you guys did that,
okay.
right?
Yep.
A year or two ago. And then we don't have a family picture since Mackenzie was born.
Oh, okay.
So I need one of those for the house. And then I'm going to do headshots of each of the kids because my grandma has a wall of all the grandkids and great grandkids. And my kids aren't on that wall yet because I haven't sent a picture.
Okay.
So I'm doing a Christmas card, an outfit change, another family picture, and headshots of all of them in 30 minutes with 3 kids.
Good luck.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound exciting. I think you
It's
need
go ahead.
I think you're gonna need someone to like help with the wardrobe change. I mean,
What?
or you can really make them sweat and like wear the white shirt underneath and like the jeans and stuff underneath, and then they just have to pull them off.
I thought about it. I was like, I really have to talk to them because sometimes they're just like funny about pictures and they'll like give a weird smile or they won't be looking at the camera. And I'm like, oh, I paid for 30 minutes. Like, we've got to go. I don't have time for any nonsense. So I'll have to let you know how those go.
Definitely.
But as I was shopping, we have malls here, but we have more of like outside malls. So like the good mall stores, but they're all like stores,
Uh-huh.
And we were going to the car and I saw this store. It was called Love Sack and made me laugh a little bit because I'm immature.
Not sure.
And then I remember like seeing something like it. And I was like, well, I just want to go in this store really quick. So I went in the store and there are those huge bean bags. And I've been telling my husband that I want one for the house. And he's been all for it. And I'm like, and then if we have company, like if my sister comes, she can sleep on it because she's going to want to sleep on that, not the couch, right?
It's that big?
Yes. It's huge. 4 people can sit on it.
Oh my.
4 grown people can sit on it. Or you can get, I forgot what that one's called. Or you can get like the super sack.
My goodness.
And that's for 3 people. And they have all different ones. So anyways, we bought a Love Sack.
Well, that's
exciting.
exciting.
But it's not here yet.
Okay. So when's it coming? Because I want to see this thing. I want to see you on it.
1 to 2 weeks. So stay tuned. I will definitely take a picture on it.
Definitely. I want to see how big this thing is and if it's actually really comfy. Wait, did you sit in it?
Yes.
And it was cozy.
It was. And then my husband sat in it and was like, oh yeah, this is my football seat. This is where I'll be on Sundays.
Okay. So. Very cool.
And what else did we see? Oh, so have you thought about Christmas shopping yet?
Yes. And I'm kind of scared because everyone keeps talking about how everything is stuck on ships, like in the ocean, and the hot Christmas items you're not going to find, and you need to do your Christmas shopping now. So I've thought about it. Have I shopped yet? No. And I don't really know what to get anybody.
Yeah. I just feel like, so when we were shopping, we saw a new toy store and the kids, like they're 10 and almost 9. And they're like, oh, we don't really want toys. And I'm like, you're kids, like, come on. But if you think about it, they see the same toys at Toys R Us, sorry, there is no Toys R Us, at Target and at Walmart. But when we were out shopping, there's a new toy store and they had like a lot of really cool toys, even for like older kids.
Really?
Yes. And the guy said that there were going to be more come like the middle of November. So we're going to go back there. But we also had an idea because we did hear that there's going to be a shortage and everything's going to be hard to find and blah, blah, blah. My husband has always been big on like experiences. So like when it's your birthday, you get to pick what park you want to go to. I'm not talking like playground. I'm talking about Disney. Legoland, like a little bit crazy, but so they always got to do like, we always did that kind of thing, but we kind of had to stop that because that sets the expectation really high. And how many times can you go to Legoland?
Right.
And whatnot. So we had this idea of getting like a jar and like putting all kinds of like gift certificates in there.
Oh.
And so like once a weekend, you take like each kid will get to take one out and that's what we'll do for the weekend. So if it's like a food place, then like that's where we'll go have dinner. Or if it's like a Dave and Buster's, or I don't know, my son really likes to go mini golfing or just things like that. So we might do something like that, just like a big jar of stuff to do.
I like that. I think it's different and I like it. I'm having a really hard time, or I should say my kids are probably having a hard time coming up with what they want because like you said, like mine are 11, 8, and 6. And you would think they would still want toys, but everything is electronics or video games or phones or this or that. And I feel like, I don't know if you can relate, but like my kid, like they're so spoiled that it's like every time they want something, they get it, whether it's just, it doesn't have to be a birthday or they're just spoiled. They just get whatever they want. So it's like, there's really nothing that they need or like, so everything they want is like big items. Like, oh, now like Luke wants, he's probably going to want a gaming computer like Jack has, which is like, I feel like it sucks because it's like when we were younger, like those would have been gifts like when we're in like high school, like more, but like now electronic things are so geared more now to the younger kids. So it's like, what do you buy them? Because like, okay, you're going to buy them a board game or like some cars to play with, but it's really like they'll play with them that day and then they're never to be seen again because that's not really, I don't know. I feel like we're just buying stuff just for them to open and it's just a waste. So it's like, so I like your idea, at least like it's something meaningful, like their experiences that, and then you can make memories from them and always have those memories, you know?
Right. Like we even talked about like Gabby, we can do like a nail gift card and have her like bring a friend or like something he likes to do and he can bring a friend or
I like
just
that.
trying to be creative.
Yes, and it's hard, but and I hear you're coming home next week.
Yes.
I cannot wait. And do we get to do this podcasting thing hopefully when you're here, like
hope so.
In this same room? Because I think that would be pretty cool.
Yes,
sorry,
that would be so fun.
This dog is driving me nuts right now. Keeps biting this cord.
So how was your week?
My week since last week, let's see, had my hair done, some highlights, a trim, and I kind of, now you know me, I go every week to get, not every week, every other week to get my hair blown out and whatever. So, and I go more regularly than you do to get haircuts. So every 8 weeks I do get a trim. So I told my guy I needed a trim. And I'm easygoing. I'm like, just do what you know, whatever you think is best. So literally, I feel like he took like a couple inches off. So now, I mean, it's still really long, but I feel like when I pull it back and how it would always like go to the side, I felt like it always came like further. And now I'm like, oh my God, like it's so much shorter, but it feels healthy. So that's all that matters. So yeah, so I had my hair done. And I did inquire about the facial thing for the tatas that we had talked about the last time. So I did inquire about that. And the earliest appointment they have is next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I am going to try it out. And I was a little bit embarrassed asking. I just took the flyer and I was like, James, I'm like, what's this all about? What does it entail? And he's like, I don't even know. And he was like reading it. And then the girl that was checking me out, like she had to like put it in the computer and she didn't even know what to put it in on the computer as. So I'm like, what am I the first one to get this done? So they put it in the computer as body treatment to one area. They didn't go into details, but the girl who checked me out did say the jelly mask is for the boobs. I don't know about all the rest, but I will find out and I will report back.
Okay.
Hopefully next week. Let's see what else has happened since last week. Luke had his tooth pulled and we had that whole drama with our first trip in the ambulance, which that was fun, I guess.
So now have all of your boys had some kind of emergency in an ambulance or hospital?
So this was the first ambulance ride, not first trip to the ER.
Brian hasn't been on an ambulance?
No, and he has yet to be at the ER. But Jack has been to the ER he had a giant sliver in his, like a piece of our hardwood floor went into his foot. Weird. So yes, this was Luke's first trip all over a pulled tooth that would not stop bleeding.
Is he doing better?
Oh, he's fine. Back to normal. Couldn't wait to run around and eat crunchy stuff but yes. But now he keeps saying like he doesn't want to get hurt, but like he wants to ride in an ambulance again, which
it was that much fun.
So exciting. And now his brothers want to go in a ride too. So and then I have become an Uber driver for my mother, which I made her fill up my gas tank today. I said, you're lucky I don't ask for tips. I said, but I'm tired of driving you around and gas. I don't know what gas prices are there, but $3.60 a gallon today. I'm like, this is insane. I need a car.
So how much did it cost to fill it up?
$66. Mm-hmm. Which
like, it's anywhere between like 80 and over 100 for our cars.
Oh yeah, you have bigger cars.
Well, one of them needs the expensive gas.
Oh, okay. Well,
and then one of them just needs regular, but it's
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like you need a second job just to drive.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have become her own personal chef because she has no appliances yet in her condo. But oh, did you hear that? Can you still hear me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you didn't hear that? It sounded like a guitar.
No.
You did not hear that? That was really weird. I had a guitar sound in my headphones. Weird. So yes, her stove is coming today. Okay. So I'm like, thank God. But so now I'll still have to do like grocery shopping and whatnot.
She doesn't have a refrigerator. Does she have a refrigerator?
She has a loaner refrigerator, and they're saying that's probably not going to come until after Christmas if she's lucky. But yeah, she can't drive. So when I took her Monday to get the stitches out of her foot, they told her she needs to do like exercise her toe to like bend it. Because if in a month when she goes back for her follow-up, if it's not movable and stuff, she can't drive. And I told her I'm not taking her to therapy because I don't have time for that. And it's bad enough I'm taking her like every other day to a doctor's appointment. Oh, and her latest, and she'll kill me because I know she's going to listen to this, but her latest, and I want your opinion on this and the rest of the world. Can you get carpal tunnel from driving? an average driver, I'm not talking tractor trailer driver, but can like you and I get carpal tunnel for driving? I said no. I said it's bogus. This is made up. But she claims that she has carpal tunnel and it's from all the driving that she does. And I said, well, then the
Where does
rest.
she drive?
Well, that's what I said. Well, I drive a lot. She's too from here. And I said, well, then the rest of the world, the rest of the entire world has carpal tunnel. You just don't know. So that's where I took her today. And they fit her for like a hand brace that she has to wear all day, every day. And she has to go for some, not an EKG, but an E something that will check if she really does have carpal tunnel. But
Or if it's just made up.
I'm blaming, if it is carpal tunnel, I'm blaming it on I'm like, maybe it's like your phone, like from texting. That makes more sense in my opinion.
Or all the years of baking and cleaning.
Yeah, but she had carpal tunnel before. And that was my fault, she said, because she used to drive me somewhere, which I'm not giving it away at the moment because it'll ruin something. So, is carpal tunnel from the average driver, is that a real thing? Maybe it is, maybe it's
I
not,
guess
but
it's no.
I disagree. So what else is new for me? Oh, I wanted to ask you this. So I know you and Julio don't do lunch dates as much as me and Bart do, but once a week we try to do our weekly lunch date. And the other day we walked into a restaurant and the bartender that we had in the past, like he greeted us and he said he wasn't going to be in the bar. He's no longer a bartender. He's just a server. So right then and there, Bart got a little upset because he says that he goes out to eat for the interaction with the bartender or the wait staff. So I was curious if like when you guys go out to eat, like, are you there for the interaction with each other or are you there for yes, you're obviously there for each other, but do you look forward? Like, is that part of where you pick where you're going to go because you like the atmosphere and you like the people that work there? Or is
Well, yes and no, because sometimes we get stuck on like a restaurant that we like and we like, then like we get to know like a server or whatnot. And then we feel like if we don't go there on Friday, like we're letting them down. So yes.
Okay.
But also like after having a baby, I'm literally going out for the food only.
Okay.
And for the fact that I don't have to cook and clean up afterwards.
Yes. Yeah, but I was just curious. I was like, it did, like, I never thought of it like that. Like when we go out for our lunch dates, like I never thought like, oh, we're out for the interaction with our waitress.
I guess if you have like a good bartender or a good, waiter or waitress, and like
it makes it more fun
to know them. It's
yeah. So anyways, we had a shitty experience so we ended up eating and then leaving and going to somewhere else and having dessert at a different place. But I was just curious if, I don't know, it just made me think like, oh, maybe we do just go out and it's, yes, we're looking to have a good meal, but if it's a shitty meal and you still have good service and they make it enjoyable, then that's all right. At least you got out, right? So, so what else? Let's see. Halloween is a couple days away.
Yes.
Are you and the hubby dressing up?
Well, kind of, not really. So the baby is going to be Minnie Mouse, and I have a headband and he has a hat with Mickey ears and a black shirt and red shorts, and that's about it.
And how about the other two? Do you have them on Halloween?
Yes, we do. And she will be a cat.
Okay.
And Kansas is going to be LeBron James.
No way. My kids are going to be jealous. They are all about LeBron James because he's a pretty popular man these days.
Oh, well, with Space Jam and everything.
Did you watch that movie?
No, because you told me it was terrible.
Did they like it? I'm assuming they
Yes,
watched it.
they did.
Yeah,
But I don't know if they'd seen the original or not.
I don't know. The original was way better in my opinion, but
I'm sure.
I don't know. It just, I just thought it was the most ridiculous thing I was watching, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So let's see what my boys, Rick and Morty. That's what my oldest said he wanted to be Rick from Rick and Morty. Didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, he plays Fortnite. So he told me it was a skin on Fortnite. So I'm like, all right. I knew nothing about Rick and Morty until he told me that Rick is a drunk. And then I'm like, so what is this show about? And I asked my brother, and he said it's like Family Guy, but worse. So I have yet to watch it, but yes, my 11-year-old son is going to be Rick from Rick and Morty. And then Lukey wants to be Pickle Rick, which is it's Rick who transformed from what Jack told me the other day was Rick turns into a pickle because he doesn't want to go to church. I have no idea. Never watched the show, but I guess I just assumed when he told me that Rick was a drunk, I was like, oh, maybe he's so drunk he thinks he's a pickle or something, but I guess not. And then Rai is some Fortnite guy. I don't know what it's called, but some Fortnite guy. So, and Halloween costumes are very, very expensive.
So how much did you spend on that?
Well, just for the three boys costumes, it was $225. And it to me, that's just ridiculous. But it's like they purposely sell the costume, but like the accessories that you need to go with it are sold separately. So it's like, even if there's a mask that goes with it, like Jack's, it came with the costume, but not the face of Rick. So I'm like, so you have to buy this separately. And is she awake?
Yeah. But she's all set.
Okay. So yeah, so I was just like, this is just ridiculous. And then, the kids need a sword or this and that, and everything is just ridiculous.
Once again, I'm super cheap. And my computer's saying restart. Okay, sorry.
Don't restart.
Did it? Okay.
You're still here.
Okay. It said like is going to restart.
No.
Oh, wait, no. I'm super cheap, and yeah, we were just trying to find things that maybe we already had, or like, so we already had the jersey, the LeBron James jersey, and we just got matching shorts, and then we got some like LeBron James socks.
Oh, very cool.
And then for the cat, we just got like a cat headband, and she wanted like a tutu, and then just black shirt, like leggings, like try and be simple. Even for the baby, we were super simple. I just got like this cute little headband that had Minnie Mouse ears.
Yep.
And then she's just wearing a black shirt. She's got a little tutu. And then yellow shoes like Minnie.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
Me and Bart are dressing up for the first time ever.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What are you being?
So we're going with the Grease theme. So I didn't realize, I don't know, I guess I haven't watched Grease in a long time, but I didn't realize that the men in the movie wore T-bird jackets and the girls wore pink lady jackets.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I guess I should watch the movie, and I don't know, I guess that was the thing. Like you were either a pink lady or a T-bird. So
did you buy?
So I bought a pink lady. So I thought it was, when I first looked it up, I thought like pink. I just thought it was a pink jacket, but it actually says pink ladies on it. Like I didn't realize it was like a club type of thing. So mine's pink, and it has like a black collar and like the cuffs on the thing are black. And then Bart, it's like a fake leather jacket that says T-Birds on it. So that'll be
Got it.
interesting. We shall see. Just something fun to do, something different.
Yes.
So I have to ask, since you guys have this golf cart, do you go trick-or-treating with the golf cart and do you decorate it?
Yes, it is decorated. this
Okay.
year.
Okay. And how do you decorate? Like spooky, like lights?
Yes, so it has some orange lights, some pumpkin lights, and this like I don't know what it was called. It was called like spooky fabric or something. and
Okay.
It's all like shredded black stuff. And then we put like fake spiders in it.
So wait,
And fraction tape all around the golf cart.
so it's already decorated?
Already done.
Are you already like driving around like that?
Yes.
Really? Okay. That's
Yes,
cool though.
so-
Does everybody in the neighborhood like decorate their golf carts? And
That's why we did it, because we were told that everybody does it.
now
I
is
haven't-
there a contest? Like
No.
best?
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
should do it.
know.
Start like say something this year. Like we're gonna have a contest next year, like the best.
Or even for Christmas. Like I feel like we keep wanting to add more, but I'm like, no. Like Halloween's not really our thing anyways. So I'm
Yeah.
like, for Christmas, we're gonna go all out.
All right. Yeah. And then in the neighborhood, you have to have a contest. And then I don't know what the winner's going to win, but I think you should start something. Like,
Yeah.
whereas Connecticut, you know, some people do like the best, not, they don't really have, but like you kind of have competitions with your neighbor about your house decorated, like with the most lights or the best lights or best decorations. I don't know,
Yeah.
could be fun. Could be fun. All right. So Halloween for me is a little different this year. So we always would go to my mother's house. And now that she sold it, it's at her condo, which is very small. So, but she's still carrying out the tradition that my dad did of decorating a Christmas tree with the full size candy bars, and all the kids get to take as much candy as they want. And literally you leave there and you do not have to go trick or treating because you take as much candy as you want. Whatever you like, you take, and you don't just take one, you take the whole box because
Did she invite people to her condo this year?
so she did invite yes, so like my brother, us, and then Jenna's side of the family, like her cousins and sisters, kids, and then she told me to invite people, but you're my only friend. So I'm like, she can't come. So we invited Bruce and Tara and like their
Okay.
kids. And then since she knows how close I am with my nail guy, she was like, why don't you invite CK and his family and have them come? So I don't know if they're coming, but she doesn't, this is not for regular trick-or-treaters. They cannot come knock on her door. This is just for
Okay.
the kids. So yes. So yes, it should be interesting, but it's supposed to rain and she's kind of freaking out because her condo is so small and has nowhere to put all the candy and stuff. So, but we'll make it work.
Figure it out.
It's all right. So what else? So I did want to mention last week we mentioned Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And then this month is also Depression and Mental Health Awareness Month. And I know you know that mental health is an important part of my life. And I just thought that it would be pretty cool. We don't have to do every episode, but I just thought for the month of October and maybe even next month, seeing that it's going to be Veterans Day, but I thought it would be pretty cool if we shared the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline phone number. And it's basically a website that you can go to, and they provide free and confidential emotional support to people in suicide crisis or emotional distress. And they are always open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week across the United States. And in sharing the number, I guess the hope is just even if we reached one person, or if somebody shared the phone number, that we could help at least one person and make them feel that they're not alone, and that you never should feel stupid or, again, alone. So that number is 1-800-273-8255. And they said you don't even have to talk to someone. Like, you can go on the website and you can start an online chat or what. And I think you can even text, and someone should text you back.
Wow.
Yes, but I just thought it was, I don't know, mental health is a huge part of my life. And even in the past, Bart and I have gone to Washington, D.C., and every year they do the AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention Walk. And it's right at the Lincoln Memorial. And it's just a really cool experience, very humbling. And I don't know, I just thought it was a really cool thing. And I always feel like mental health people like to talk about it, but I do. And I think, I don't know, I feel like the world is trying to make it not such a hush hush thing. I don't know. I feel like people are trying to be more open about it. And
well, it's cool that you said that you can do an online chat. I love online chats, especially for customer service or even texting, because that's just sometimes you don't want to say it out loud, or sometimes you just never know. Maybe, somebody doesn't feel comfortable saying it out loud, in their house or wherever they are at school, or, wherever they are. So if they just have to log onto a computer, we're attached to our phones.
Exactly. And for me, even just some people don't have, they might not feel like they have that friend they can just text. So for me, I can just text you, send me a picture of the baby, cheer me up, something, it just to at least get your mind off of what you're thinking or whatever. So, but no, there's a lot of resources out there, and they're not talked about in the public, but there are a lot of good resources out there that, like you said, just go on your phone and open a chat and you're good to go.
Yep.
You are good to go. All right, so let's get into this week's segments. You can go first if you want with your health. Okay. And what are we talking about this week? Products, right? We're on products. All right. Last week it was routines. This week, products.
Yes. So I'm going to talk about my Peloton, or the Peloton. No, I do not connected to them in any way. I don't work for them. But I do love my bike. And my husband got it for me after I had the baby, when I could no longer really go to the gym because I didn't want to leave her. And, you only get so much out of a walk and a run. And I told him that if I got it, I would use it and I wouldn't neglect it. It wouldn't collect dust or become a hanging place for clothes. But I really love it. I think you have to find good instructors. I have some good instructors that I really like. And then my husband has instructors that really motivate him and whatnot. And when I said my husband rides too. So we get very competitive because you can you each have a profile and you can see how many rides that person has done, how many calories they've burned, how long they've ridden. So it has become very motivating and has become a competition for us too. When we moved from one house to the next, and we were in a rental for a while. They even have an app, and I'm well, how am I going to use my bike on an app? How does that even work? But they have different workouts. So we would do a run and it's like a person like talking to you, like, okay, pick up the speed now. Like we're going to run for 2 minutes and then you walk. Like you got to
Oh,
choose all different kind of workouts. And we both really liked even the app aspect of it. So you can just pay for the app and not even have like the treadmill or the bike, which I really liked too. I know one of my college roommates only uses the app for like training.
okay.
So there's, you know, definitely a lot that you can do with it. And even like on the bike, there's the TV and it swivels. So they now have like bar classes, which reminds me of like ballet.
Okay.
And they started this cardio dance. I have not done one of those classes yet, but it looks like a lot of fun. I just need to
So,
be alone.
so I have to ask you. So when you pick like your trainer, say you pick the handsome guy, when you do like these classes or whatever, is it live?
Some of them are live. Yes.
Okay. Have you done live ones?
So with the new bike, there's a feature where it can like, you lock like a setting and it automatically, like when the instructor says, okay, go harder or like increase, I'm having a brain fart.
Intensity.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'll automatically do it for you instead of you like spinning it. So it does it how like he wants it. But live classes, you can't have that feature. So I don't like that. I don't like having to be responsible for it.
Okay.
Because I'll be lazy.
So even though so like when you don't do a live one, it's basically just a pre-recorded workout that you watch and you.
Yeah, but people like could be like, you can compete with the people that are doing that same workout.
Oh, at that current time.
Yeah, you would be surprised because sometimes I pick ones from like months ago that they recorded months ago, and I'm like, oh, I'll be the only one riding. And there's like 10,000 people. And I'm
Really?
like, okay, like this is fun because
Okay.
you can always like try and beat the person that's like right around you. And so it's very motivating for me. I do have to say, which I'm going to need your help, and this is going to create a little challenge for you.
Oh my God. Okay.
So since we've gotten our home gym, my poor Peloton has been neglected a little bit.
Oh, the poor
So
thing.
I'm going to challenge you to get on your bike at least 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Yep.
Oh, when?
Because I need to get on it 3 times a week.
Okay. So when does this have to start?
Anytime.
Well, it can't start next week because you're going to be here.
Oh yeah.
But
the following week.
But
At least next
I
week.
mean, you don't come till Wednesday, so there's always Monday and
Right.
Tuesday. Now all right, 3 times a week. How long do these classes last?
Well, it could be 20 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be 45 minutes.
All right, can we start with like
20? Yes. We'll start with 20.
Oh my God. All right. 20 minutes. I gotta ride this
Dust
bike.
that thing off. Get all the clothes
Take
off
the
of it.
clothes off. I should really, you know, I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you. You're gonna be like, there's a bike under there. All right. So let me ask now, offhand, do you remember how much a Peloton costs? Like, what if people are interested in, not that we're selling it, but we're promoting it, okay?
No,
We're promoting the
no
Peloton. And I do have the Peloton app because I pay for it every month and I don't use it. Don't tell Bart, but yes, we pay. I mean, I don't know. It's on the iPad and I can even get it on the TV, you know, my account, but.
I want to say it was like maybe 2,400. That was like the new one at the time.
Okay.
They do offer payment plans.
Okay.
And then I think it's like $40 a month, but it's well worth it if you use it.
Okay. And then, now when they have like, they come out with a new Peloton, do you have the option to like upgrade? Like, can you send that one back and upgrade to a new one, or is that not an option?
I don't know, because I don't know if they've come out with a new one since I've gotten mine.
Oh, I was just curious. I know, I just feel like everything,
I
like
would
every time you
imagine.
turn around, there's like something new. It's like,
I
oh,
know.
all right.
Yeah.
So the Peloton, all right. And you're challenging me to 3 times a week.
Yes, I am.
We're gonna have to do it at the same time, because otherwise I'm gonna be like, yeah, I did it. I did it. We're gonna have to like FaceTime. I'm
Yes.
doing it. All right. I think I guess I'll accept your challenge.
Okay. So what is your fashion and beauty product?
All right. So I know I told you about this. I'm big into, I don't know. I don't go out really that. I think I've only ever once in my life ever gone for a facial. Yes, once in my life. And I loved it. I thought it was better than a massage. So I was like, I started, I don't know, maybe it was around my birthday. I noticed like that I had lines. Actually, in between here, I forget what they're called, but I had like, oh, they called it the 11, the 11 lines. And I was like, I got to do something about this. And I originally was like, I'm going to get Botox. And that kind of freaked me out a little bit. I mean, I was like all for it. I'm like, I'm going to go get this Botox. But then I was like, I don't want that frozen look. Like, and then I'm like, yeah, if I get it, like, am I always going to have to keep up with it? Because once it wears off, is my skin going to be worse than it was like prior? So I was like, I don't know. I was like, there's got to be something out there that can help like reduce the lines, whether it's a cream or I don't know, some type of machine. So I was like, you know what, I looked up like one of those Microderm abrasion type of things where you can go and have that professionally done. So the product I found was called the Microderm Glow Mini. And it's basically a facial vacuum that like, I don't know, it cleans your pores. It's supposed to help eliminate like your smile lines and like your crow's feet. And then I also last year I started getting like I called them age spots. And I'm like, I'm way too young for age spots. So this product said that it would help reduce like dark spots. So, but in doing this, I knew I needed to buy a facial steamer as well. Because I don't know, just you have to steam your face first, open up those pores. But it's the coolest thing. And I know you did buy it. But literally, like when you're done, like your face is very red. But it feels like after you, I know, I feel like you cannot leave it in one spot because I do have a friend who did it on her husband. And she literally,
not me.
No, it was not you. She literally just left it in like the area. So it's a suction motion. So it gave her husband like hickeys all over his face. Yes. So you have to constantly be moving it. Do not leave it on your face. But I promise you, your skin will be baby butt soft after. I don't know. And it's something that you can do at home, just like your Peloton. And it just, I don't know, it makes you feel pretty and it makes your skin feel good. And how often do you do yours, Jennifer?
I think I've used it like twice.
Twice? Come on now. And you told your husband you were going to use this all the time. Okay, well then I challenge you. I'm going to be generous.
How many times are you supposed to do it?
Like twice a week. Not twice a month, twice a week. But literally, like it gets the blackheads like out of your nose and like, I don't know, like it's just nice to do before bed, like steam your face. And if you don't have time to steam your face for 10 minutes, take a shower. That'll do the same thing. And then when you get out of the shower, do it. And
Okay, so
and it's only
sometimes-
4 minutes. It takes 4 minutes to do this microdermabrasion thing. And then you look at the little pad after and you're like, ew, all that dead skin cells came off my face.
So question, when you do like a mask and stuff,
Yes.
like how do you do that? Steam your separate, like
so
another day?
Yeah, I do that separate. So that would be
Okay.
like a different day, like say like every Sunday. All right, I'm gonna do
you
a
steam
face
yourself
yes.
and then do the
And
face
then
mask?
do the face mask. And then I'll even do
Okay.
like an eye mask too. So you kind of look kind of scary because you got like
Yeah.
eye things plus whatever kind of mask, like if it's one of those that has all the stuff in it that you just place over your face. But yes, no, I do the microderm one separate. I don't know,
Got it.
I don't know, I feel like I'm taking all this dead stuff off my face and then like I wouldn't want to put
Something on it. Yeah.
something else. I don't know. And I will say which I don't recommend. It did say like on the instructions that you can do this like before you put makeup on, but in my opinion, that is not a good idea. Because think about it. I mean, I'm no expert, but you open up your pores.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting all the dead skin cells, like your pores are still open a little bit, and then you're going to put makeup on. So aren't your pores now going to get clogged with makeup, and then you're going to have pimples? So I just recommend at the end of the day, whether you shower and not use a face steamer, but the face steamer is so relaxing. It's just
I
like
know.
you have all this.
I do like it.
And the one that we got, it turns off after 10 minutes, and then do your thing, and you're good to go. But yeah, I'm a fan of it. I am a fan. Yeah, so I challenge you to do it just once a week, not 3 times a week, just once a week. So report back next week. I expect that you have done it at least once. Yes, I'm gonna every week when we do this, I'm gonna be like, so did you do your I'm holding you accountable. So is the rest of the world now.
Okay.
All right. So our next segment, entertainment. I really like this segment. I have fun with it. So last week we played 2 truths and 1 lie. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, then you won't know the answers. But last week I gave my 2 truths were, well, my lie, I'll just say what my lie was. Well, I'll just recap people in case this is their first episode. So
oh crap, I don't remember my 2 truths. Okay.
Oh, I remember.
Okay.
Well, so the 3 of the things that I said I was in the 1996 USA roller skating championship in Lincoln, Nebraska. And then I said, I was in a psychiatric facility with Courtney Love. And then I was married 2 times. So my lie is I was married 2 times. So those other things are true. And then you, Jennifer, do you remember?
Okay. I remember 2 of them, but I don't remember my other one. So I said I was in the 2018 CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
I said that I was married to a professional athlete.
Oh, and you at one time could squat 225 pounds.
Yes.
That was the other one. So which one is a lie?
So my lie is I've never been to the CrossFit Games. I've never watched them, and I've never competed in them, and I never will.
Okay, it's not your thing.
I mean, I love to watch it, but you just have to be so good. It has to be your full-time job.
Oh, geez.
And yeah, and it's changed a lot since I got into it. I don't really follow it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us any more detail about the truths or no?
I did marry a professional athlete.
Okay.
He played for the MLB for 17 years.
Okay.
Yeah, he played for the Cubs, the Red Sox, the Orioles, and in Japan.
Very
So
cool.
that is very interesting, and maybe sometime more information to come.
Okay. Very exciting.
And my other truth, yes, at one time I was working out pretty hard with my husband and I could squat 225 pounds, and I no longer can. Yesterday we did legs and I could barely squat 45 pounds.
Okay. And is it just because you had a baby and it's just you're not working out to that intensity? Like you're just,
I think so.
you still work out and it's just,
I just don't do heavy weight anymore. I was very motivated at one time to do heavy weight, but I'm not doing that anymore. So
okay. Very good.
yes.
Very good.
Yes.
And let's see, do I tell anything about my two truths? So yes, I was a roller skater. And it's funny, I was like Googling it. People are gonna think like I was on rollerblades. No, it was basically the same thing that figure skaters do, but on roller skates.
Mhm.
And I did that from the time I was, I don't know, kindergarten until fifth grade. In fifth grade, I said I retired. I was no longer doing it. I don't know. It's just, even though like you were young and even though I wasn't like famous, because it's not like roller skating is like figures, like
Right.
it's not like an Olympic sport or anything like that, but it's exhausting. And my mother would have to pick me up from school every day early. And then we would always have to drive like an hour away to go to the rink to practice. And then it was just like you eat in the car, you sleep in the car, you change in the car. And like I always remember, like, when you're at that time, you're like studying for like a math test or a spelling test. And it was like my mother would hold up like cue cards, like, all right, you see the word now. Like when I go around, it's like I have to spell the word for her. So it just, you didn't really have a life other than wake up, go to school, get out of school, and you're eating, sleeping, changing in the car. And I don't know, that's a lot for a young child to do. So, and I have never, since fifth grade, I have never put on a set of roller skates. I have never been back. I don't know, maybe it's something, maybe someday I will.
Interesting.
You'll challenge me to go to Roller Magic and go skating, but I've never even taken my children. I don't know if it's like riding a bike. Like if you just get back on roller skates, like would I be able to pick it right back up? But yeah. And then, yes, it is true. I was in a psychiatric facility with Courtney Love. I briefly saw her, but I wasn't in the same treatment program as her. But yes, we were at the same time in the same psychiatric facility in Connecticut. So
very interesting.
All right. So this week we are going to play again so that people can get to know us a little bit more. Do you want to go first? I don't even know what yours are this week.
I know. I wrote them down and then I deleted them and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And
you left your bubbles on there and the notes. I'm like, seriously? She left 3 bubbles and didn't write anything. So,
well, because I did, and then I deleted them. And so I decided mine have a little bit of a theme.
All right. Well, then you go first. You go first.
Okay. So my theme is college, back in my college days.
Okay. All right. Let's hear this.
So I went to a university where my dad worked.
Okay.
I didn't drink in college until I was 21. I'm a real rule follower. And I made the college dance team.
Okay. Those are good ones. I can't wait to find out the answer. All right. You ready for mine?
You?
All right.
Yes.
First one. I have been a model for Archer Roos canned wine. I have never been drunk or tipsy. And I hate chocolate. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if you, just like last episode, we will share the answers on our Instagram page, or you can wait until next week to find out what our truth or
Yes.
lies. Where? All right. So on to our next segment, food.
Food.
Can we first talk about Halloween candy?
Okay.
Do you have a favorite?
I'm not a huge candy person, but I love
You're not
a
a
Reese's.
candy person?
Well, I mean, I like dark chocolate, but there's
Okay.
not many like
Like you're not
good
gonna
candy.
stop at the gas station and like
No.
go in and grab a soda and a
No.
candy bar. Okay.
No, but I do have chocolate on a nightly, every other nightly occasion, but dark chocolate. Sometimes it's Dove. There's these really good ones from Costco. There's an almond, and then it's got coconut, and then it's dipped in dark chocolate, and they're little balls, and we call them chocolate balls.
Chocolate balls. Those sound good.
They are
good.
very good.
Well,
But like as far as like commercialized, whatever I guess is what you would call it, candy, like stuff that you're going to trick or treat for, not my fave.
not your favorite. But if you had to pick one, you'd pick a Reese's.
Yes, I think
All
so.
right. I probably would pick a Reese's too, but we have to talk about candy corn. I know there's like such a debate in the world, like candy corn, who eats that stuff, but I still love candy corn.
You know, I was making something last weekend and I was testing them. I'm like, let me see if I still like them. They're so sweet. I can't believe like how much
That
we
we like-
actually did.
Yes, I would agree with you. Like, definitely, like we ate them like crazy back then. But like, definitely, you have like one, and you're like, "Holy crap! Like, this is so sweet." But I still do love them. I may have
Yes.
bought you a 5-pound bag.
Me?
I may have. It may be.
Okay.
It may come to you someday. Hopefully
Okay.
before Halloween, but I'm not, no promises. But I did. I saw a 5-pound bag and I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I have to buy this. Yes,
Those
those
send
and
it to me.
send it to you. Yes. And do you remember those other candies we loved? The circus peanuts.
Oh yes.
Those I will say I still every year when I see them, I do buy them, but it doesn't give me the same satisfaction. Like I can't believe we
know.
ate them. Like they're super sweet, and I'm like, wow, I guess your taste buds do change over the years.
Oh
But-
yes.
So, but I don't know. People might think we're weird, but I still buy candy corn. I even like the little pumpkins,
Oh yes, we did.
but
like the
those are
pumpkins.
so even sweeter. Like, oh my God. And then you're like, ooh, my teeth hurt. So, all right. So this week,
What's for dessert?
dessert. Well, since we did the crock pot last week, I figured we'd stick with the crock pot. I don't know. I feel like it's fall and I don't know. I feel like you use the crock pot more in the fall than,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. So there's a crock pot apple crisp recipe. And it's very
Okay.
easy, very easy. You just need 6 apples, cut, peeled, and sliced, half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, and a teaspoon of ground turkey. Put that, well, first you got to, I don't ask me
You
why.
said
What did I say?
ground turkey.
Did I really?
Yes.
Oh my. Really?
What kind of applesauce are you making?
I'm not making applesauce. I'm making apple crisp.
Apple crisp.
Really? I said turkey? Oh, wow.
Ground turkey. Okay.
All right.
Ground cinnamon.
Ground cinnamon. But you got to spray the crock pot first and then put your 6 apples, your sugar, flour, ground cinnamon. And then for the topping, it's a half a cup of flour, half a cup of old-fashioned oats, 3/4 cup packed brown sugar, a 1/4 cup salt, and half a cup of cold butter. And you just crumble that all together and throw it on top, put it on high for 2 hours. and bam, it's done. Serve it with ice cream, whipped cream. It's really delicious and really easy. And I just love the smell of it as it's cooking.
Yes.
So we will post that recipe to our Instagram page as well.
Yes. Sounds good.
Yes.
Well, that is all for today. We hope you had as much fun as we did.
Yes. Can't wait for next week. And hopefully you and I can do this in the same room.
Yes.
We'll find time next week. And for myself and you, thank you for listening to our podcast. And again, it's all self-funded. So if Peloton or some Microderm abrasion company would like to sponsor us, that'd be pretty cool. Again, thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of the Crowd Pleaser podcast. And Jennifer, tell them where they can find us.
You can follow us or like us on Instagram at Crowd Pleasers Podcast, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.